Hello and welcome to this Cloud Hub Amazon Vendor Central video. We'll make it very brief. This is only really for Amazon vendors that have retail accounts. The reason being dropship or direct fulfillment accounts, you normally can't see anything because you treat it the same way as you would do an Amazon seller or an eBay order. The only difference with um, direct fulfillment is the way that um, the shipping and communication with Amazon takes place, but that's not something that you would physically see because it happens behind the scenes in the back of the program. It's much easier to demonstrate the retail side, which is what I'm going to try and do now. The first screen I see is orders which have been downloaded from Amazon through the application. Now, what was happening is that we were getting, I don't know, 110, 120 orders a week. We were sitting with 30,000 SKUs. It would not be uncommon to have 1,500 line items come through in a week. So we soon find out that it was getting a little bit difficult if Amazon was forward ordering. So we added this little filter at the top here to say, I only want to work on today's things. So basically, today plus 7 days is all that we would need to see because that's all we need to process right now. Cloud Hub has the ability to filter out orders as they come in from Amazon. So if we wanted to set it up to say, for argument's sake, you don't have stock, or the price that Amazon wants is not the same price that you've told them it should be, Cloud Hub can filter those up, update Amazon to say we're rejecting these items, and you won't even know that they were part of the feed. What would then happen is that you would simply export the purchase orders. Say yes, they've come down. Go back into the log file, download, and here you can see that it's already been populated for me. The certain rules I've got in, telling me that my stock, I've made them temporarily unavailable. I've accepted those. You can set it up as permanently unavailable. But even though the system's decided this for me, I can still decide to override and simply just change in the values where I need to. Okay, I would then save this as a CSV file again. Come back to my vendor screen and simply import the acknowledgements, and Amazon will now be notified that there's certain orders that are being accepted and others which are now rejected. The next thing we're going to have a look at now is the packing list. And what this has is a list of all products that need to go out to the various fulfillment centers within a specific delivery window. Now, I just need to go and make a couple of changes quickly because we sold a lot of the same thing. I'd start off with scanning a barcode from a product. Now, how we used to operate, we used to first go and pick everything, put it on a table next to us, and just simply scan it and put it into the boxes as we were going along. As a result is we didn't first have to wait until we had everything of one item in order to box it. These are all individual items. So here I would say, right, found this particular Whittaker riding helmet. Right now I've only got one that I can find, so I'll send it here to EUK5, and in box 1 I'm going to put one helmet. Okay, and we're going to save. And if I have a look at that, it comes up yellow and it tells me that it's not yet completed. I now find another helmet somewhere down the line, and I allocate it in here. We're going to assume for a second time, that it's a very big helmet and it has to go into its own box. So we're going to say, put it into box 2. Okay. Then what we want to do is possibly give a different example with a higher number. We're going to take this dog food here, and we're going to say that there's 5 in a box. I've got 5 boxes, and add multiple boxes. And here at the top you'll see that we've got 25, we're 1 short, and so I'm going to also put 1 with my helmet into box 1. There we go, and it tells you now that that item has now been fully catered for. Now, once you've finished doing your packing for the day, you can come along and select Active Shipments. And here you will get a list of all items that you have now packed and ready to go. Now, this particular order was it was all dog food, but it allows me to go in here. I can go and change the weight for courier purposes. I'm not going to bother doing all of them because it's not a live account. And you would click on Close Shipment. Now, I'm not going to do that because it's not connected to a live account. But basically what it does at that stage, it informs Amazon of the fact that it's now getting in a certain number of boxes, and it generates the courier label, the ASN label, and the packing label. And if I come here into one of these closed shipments, I click on Print Packaging Label, you will see it's already generated for me. And if I click on Shipment Label, the same thing there. It also would have produced my DPD labels for me, but since that is linked to a live account, I'm not going to use that here, but you can assume that it is busy printing on my little label printer next to me right now, and I now have all my labels generated. What happens at the same time is Cloud Hub will now update Amazon with what is on its way, and also place the invoice to Amazon. So you no longer need to go into Vendor Central to do anything. Everything is done here from Cloud Hub. I hope you enjoyed the session.